welcome to another first ride. Today I'm on a bike that's a bit of an icon. It's made quite a name for itself, and that's the Yamaha R6. So yeah, I've been quite looking forward to riding this one. Haven't had a GSX-R 600, and I haven't rid any other 600. I've rid thousands, but no other 600s. So this is quite interesting for me. This bike's actually a friend's bike. He's kindly letting me borrow it to do this first ride. So what do I like about this bike so far? Without even riding it, I love the way it looks. I think this is one of the best looking 600s of its age, and it is pretty age proof, to be honest. It looks current. This one's a 2007 model in the blue, which is the best colour obviously, and yeah, I think it's age proof. It still looks current even though it's what, 11 years old. It's definitely the best looking 600 of its age. Wow, the brakes are sharper than my GSX-R. It's a lot different. The gearbox is a lot different as well. It's less obvious when you change gear. I'm steaming up. Cannot see shit. It's winter here now in the UK. This bike, another thing I noticed straight away is it's pretty tall. I ride a lot of short bikes, and this bike is, I think, 850mm seat height, so it's about 32 inches. It's pretty tall. I can only put one foot down. I can't even tiptoe, I don't think, on both feet. So it's yeah, it's quite tall. If you're a taller guy, it's probably great for you. But then saying that, the pegs are higher on an R6, they're quite high, so you might be a little bit cramped. So I'd say the ideal height for this bike is probably 5'6", maybe 5'7", up to the 6 foot mark to be comfortable, I guess. But yeah, love the look of this thing. Sounds nice as well. It's not got a standard exhaust on. This has got a just a slip-on. I think it's a MIV slip-on, but it sounds really nice. Yeah, it's powerful. Rides a lot different to some of the other bikes I've ridden in terms of it likes to rev. If you haven't got a power band, power's not that great. It is very fast, don't get me wrong, but you need to have it revving. It's not got that much low and mid-range power. So once you know how to ride it, it's going to be a seriously fast bike. All this shit on the road. A little sharper than others I've ridden. I love the sound of the engine. It's really revvy. I quite like revvy bikes. Wind protection's good, and the bike's really nice at higher speeds. Quite a nice shape, the wind's deflected really nicely over the front. But you notice with the R6, you're sat more on top of the bike with a higher foot peg. It's more of a track, racy position. I guess that comes from their MotoGP development. You can tell that this bike would be more comfortable on a track than on the road. Towning around on this thing is not going to be much fun, but I would imagine so far going fast on it is going to be great. So yeah, pro so far. Love the looks. I like the riding position, even though the bike's a little bit too tall for me. I do like the way you ride on it. I think when you get used to it, it'd be amazing. I like the engine tone from it. I like a bike to sound nice. This one does sound nice. Personally for me, I like a bike that's a little bit more user friendly. But that's just a personal preference. my mate who rides this, he rides fast pretty much all the time, and it suits him. I've had a little play with this bike. I don't know, I've come off the wrong turner now, what a dick. I've had a little play with this bike when I had my GSXR, and to be honest, they're pretty much, when you get going, they're pretty much neck and neck. There's not a lot in it. People say the R6 is not that comfy, but I think it's actually quite comfy. The seat's a bit hard, but it's in the right position. Now, I'm not getting any form of backache or anything like that. It's quite a comfortable bike. There's nothing wrong with it in terms of comfort at all. The pegs are a bit high, but it's fine. Once you're in that position, it's pretty comfortable. I actually like the mirrors as well, but I like mirrors that are full size, and you find on the older bikes they usually are. On newer bikes they go for some little square or little weird design. It looks great, but you can't see fuck all. On this bike you can see everything. You'll have to excuse this weird camera angle. Basically I lost a bit, I took my GoPro off my helmet and lost a bit of the clip, so I've got to get a new one to put up with that for now for me. But it's not ideal, it's creating a lot of drag on the helmet, so you know, it's even going fast, it wants to rip the helmet off the top of my head. It's horrible. Try this engine brake, and I like that. Brakes are good. Hasn't got a gear indicator. That's one thing I don't like. I'm used to having a gear indicator, and I must admit I don't like it when a bike ain't got one. See, when I ain't got a gear indicator, that's what happens. I try and go up into 7th gear. One thing I do find with this bike, whilst it is comfy, because you're more upright, your weight is shifted forward more. It makes your wrist sag a little more, but I suppose that probably is just something I'm noticing because I'm new on the bike. After time that probably diminishes, so don't read into it too much. But yeah, you do get a little bit of wrist ache for me. This thing really needs some shorty levers. These big silver hunks and shit are horrible. I don't know, I mean it's the same for any bike. I don't know why they bother. Why they don't just put a black lever on there in the first place. Probably to save about 20 pence. Right, so we're going to go check out a few windy roads. See what the bike handles like. I'm not going to go too mad on it because it ain't mine, and it is a very different bike to ride than anything else that I've ridden. But yeah, I want to see what it's like the twisties and see what its power's like. It's got 131 or 133 brake horsepower for this bike, so it's one of the more powerful 600s. If you notice, I'm keeping it near its power band or just in its power band, because otherwise you've got no power from it. Yeah, it's quick. And I love the sound of the engine. And that screams. It's like a howl. Amazing. But you've got to get it revving. You really have got to get it revving. Somewhere above 10,000. Otherwise, it's weak. If you ride at 12 onwards, I should think that's one of the fastest 600 you're ever going to ride. Okay, so it's very, very strange to ride for me. But from that little twisty session, it's fucking fast. So, things I notice. Slower corners, tighter corners, the thing wants to go over really quick. So your line has to be a little bit different. It almost has to be, everything has to be tighter and sharper. It really does want to tip over. You want to tip over, it's going to go. The other thing is, I find the front's very planted, and I'm assuming that's because your weight is quite forward on it. But the back wheel is all over the place. That's not a bad thing, it's just a different way of riding. So I normally know the speed at which I can change the bike down before the back's going to snake. And what I mean is, you probably watch it in any bike races, you see the back wheel doing this when you change down a gear. This thing is really happy to do that. You change it down and it does it big time. So we'll pull over in a minute and have a little look at it, admire some of its beauty. So the Yamaha R6, what a beauty. Love this colour. I think this is the most iconic and best colour they do it in, with that blue. I really like this little rear hugger as well, and they have these vents in here, and the MIV exhaust sets it off nicely. It's a nice looking bike. So it's just got the standard brakes, there's no Brembos or uprated suspension, it's all standard. But it works really well after just having a ride on it. It's a really nice setup. Don't know what tyres this one's got. Michelin Pilot Powers, decent tyres actually. I've had a little ride on the bike and it's really nice. I love the front on the Yamaha. I think that they're probably the best looking 600 of their age. From the front, the way it goes up into the tail at the back, looks really sharp, really nice. I don't know about this big gap. I'd like some carbon fibre in there, and it definitely needs some shorty levers, but other than that it looks amazing. It's really nice. Looks really racy. I like the profile of it. Where something like the GSXR tends to sort of come up a little bit more at the front of the screen, this has got a really nice profile, which I like. The other thing I like is I really like these lines on the tank. I think they give it a nice sort of aggressive look. Just adds to the whole aggressive look of the bike, to be honest with you. I'll let you hear it as well. It's not got the standard exhaust, it's got this MIV silencer on there. Pops really nice, sounds sweet. Yeah, nice. I like that. So anyway, let's get on and have another ride. So I think if you're thinking of buying one of these, it'd probably be best suited to someone who's either a really fast road rider, and if you live in America, you go ride the mountains or whatever you do over there, or over in this country, maybe you're a track day rider, something like that. This bike would suit you a lot better if you're either fast road or track, or a mixture of the two. If you're someone who wants to use it to go to work on or town around, I'd say it's not the best. It's not to say you can't do it, of course you can do it, but I personally wouldn't. This is just take me out and fucking ride me hard, baby. It tips over like nothing you've ever felt before. The front wheel just sort of goes out from under you. It's really weird. So yeah, we're going to take this back now, and thanks to my mate for letting me ride it. If you want to watch any of my other first rides, I'll stick a link to one or two of them in the description. Go check them out on my channel, and there's lots more to come as well. It's getting a little bit more difficult now the winter's here, but I'm not going to disappear anywhere. There is a lot more to come, especially next year. There's a big announcement to come on a new bike as well, so keep an eye open for that. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this, leave us a comment and a like, and go smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.